A warm welcome to all of our viewers tuning into Celebrity Scoop today. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button for regular updates on your favourite celebrities. The world of celebrities is always buzzing with news, but today we've got a rather intriguing scoop for you. A recent incident involving Rhiannon Mills and Prince Harry in the sun-drenched African nation of Malawi has sparked quite a conversation. It's a tale of unexpected encounters, shocking revelations, and a stark reminder of the importance of professional etiquette in journalism. It's not just about asking questions, but asking the right ones, at the right time and in the right way. And when things don't go as planned, well, let's just say the reactions can be quite enlightening. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the details of this intriguing incident. Now on to the main story. Rhiannon Mills, a journalist, had an unexpected encounter with Prince Harry in Malawi. Picture this. A sunny day in Malawi, and Prince Harry, on one of his official visits, is ambushed by a journalist, Rhiannon Mills. Now this wasn't a polite request for a quick comment or a friendly catch-up, no. This was an unanticipated, unsolicited approach with a question that even Mills herself later described as rubbish. Following this, Mills, rather than reflecting on her actions, decided to take her grievances to the vast, unregulated court of public opinion, social media. There, she aired her disappointment about not being given the opportunity she felt she was owed. She lamented about Prince Harry's refusal to entertain her question and painted herself as the victim of a royal snub. But here's where the story takes a turn. Instead of garnering sympathy for her perceived slight, the incident highlighted a growing concern, the sense of entitlement that some journalists seem to harbour. This incident was not about a lack of access to the prince, but rather about the audacity of a journalist who believed she could ambush a public figure and be rewarded with a response. As if the audacity of the ambush wasn't enough, the hosts around Mills found the situation amusing. They chuckled and guffawed, adding insult to injury. They saw it as a spectacle, a source of entertainment rather than a breach of professional conduct and respect. In a surprising twist, when they realized the public sentiment was not in their favor, the hosts decided to pull down the offensive material. But the damage was already done. The incident had been broadcasted, the laughter had echoed, and the lack of decorum had been noted. This incident raises questions about media entitlement and the lack of professional decorum. It calls for a reassessment of the boundaries that should exist between public figures and the press, and a re-evaluation of what we, as a society, deem acceptable behaviour. Let's dissect this situation, shall we? It's quite fascinating to observe the sequence of events that unfolded. Rhiannon Mills, seemingly unsatisfied with her interaction with Prince Harry, decided to air her grievances online. This act in itself shows a level of entitlement that is, quite frankly, puzzling. Mills felt that she was wronged, that she didn't get an opportunity to ask her question. But let's remember, she herself admitted that it was a rubbish question. This admission, in itself, raises questions about the intent and the quality of her journalistic work. Now let's move on to the reactions of those around her. Instead of offering support or constructive criticism, they were seen laughing. This reaction is perplexing and disappointing. It shows a lack of empathy and understanding of the situation. It almost seems like they were encouraging her behaviour rather than correcting it. However, it's interesting to note that the laughter and the mockery did not last long. As soon as they realised that no one was supporting them, they decided to pull down the online rant. This abrupt decision to remove the rant rather than standing by it reflects a lack of conviction. It almost seems like they were more concerned about their image than the actual issue at hand. This entire episode has highlighted the need for journalists to behave responsibly and ethically. It's not just about asking questions, but about asking the right questions. It's about respecting the individual's space and understanding that not every situation warrants an ambush. Moreover, it's high time that we as a society stop encouraging such behaviour. Laughing at someone's misfortune or inappropriate behaviour is not just insensitive, but also detrimental. We need to foster an environment of respect, empathy and understanding. In conclusion, this incident has shown us that there's a fine line between being assertive and being aggressive. It's shown us the importance of etiquette in journalism and the need for a supportive community. This incident, it seems, has left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth. Prince Harry, on the other hand, had a rather calm and composed response. In an era where reactions are often as instant as they are incendiary, his demeanour was an admirable exception. Let's delve into his response. Prince Harry, despite being ambushed and faced with a question that Mills herself admitted was rubbish, chose to respond with grace and composure. The royal, known for his affable nature and easygoing charm, once again exhibited these qualities in this unexpected situation. His response wasn't a fiery retort or a dismissive snub. Instead, it was a simple yet powerful statement. "Rhiannon, don't behave like that." The prince's words were measured and respectful, reflecting his upbringing and his inherent respect for individuals, regardless of the circumstances. His choice of words was not a rebuke, but a gentle reminder of the etiquette that should govern such interactions. It showed his understanding that even in the face of provocation, maintaining one's calm and responding with dignity is the best course of action. In a world where the media often feels entitled to cross boundaries in the name of getting a scoop, Prince Harry's response was a subtle yet clear message. It was a call for respect, for the adherence to the principles of decency and good manners, even in the pursuit of news. His words, "Rhiannon, don't behave like that," were not just directed at Mills, but at all those who forget that decorum should not be sacrificed at the altar of ambition. In this moment, Prince Harry rose above the fracas, choosing to lead by example. His response was a lesson in restraint and respect, a reminder that even in the face of disrespect, one can choose to respond with dignity and grace. It was a testament to his character, a character moulded by the values of respect, decency, and understanding. His response, "Rhiannon, don't behave like that," is being hailed as a dignified way of handling such situations. It's a reminder that the right response, even in the most trying of circumstances, can make all the difference. In the aftermath of this incident, there has been quite a stir in the media world. The encounter between Rhiannon Mills and Prince Harry has triggered a ripple effect, prompting a wave of discussions and debates. It's fascinating to see how one moment, one incident, can spark such a widespread conversation. The public's reaction was immediate and diverse. Some were quick to criticise Mills, pointing out that her approach was not in line with the journalistic etiquette we've come to expect. Others, however, sided with her, arguing that she was merely doing her job, trying to get a story. The incident became a catalyst for a broader debate about the boundaries between public figures and the press, and how far journalists should go to get the story they're after. Social media platforms turned into a battleground, with opinions flying back and forth. There were those who praised Prince Harry for standing his ground, and there were those who criticised him for what they saw as an overreaction. It was a clear indication of the polarising effect of the incident. But perhaps the most significant outcome of this controversy was the conversation it sparked about journalistic ethics and etiquette. It brought to the forefront the question of how journalists should behave when dealing with public figures, especially those who hold a significant place in society, like Prince Harry. The incident served as a reminder that while journalists have a duty to report the news, they also have a responsibility to do so with respect and dignity. It's a delicate balance that requires a deep understanding of the role of the press and the individuals they cover. In many ways, this incident has served as a wake-up call for the media industry. It has forced us to take a hard look at our practices and question whether we're upholding the standards we claim to cherish. It has reminded us that while the pursuit of a story is important, it should never come at the expense of basic human respect. It's clear that this incident has sparked a necessary conversation about journalistic behaviour. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude. Your time, your attention, your willingness to delve into these matters with us, it's all deeply appreciated. We've navigated the rough waters of media entitlement and etiquette, engaged in the discourse surrounding Prince Harry's encounter, and evaluated the aftermath. This journey is made meaningful by your participation. We encourage you to keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts, express your opinions, and ask your questions in the comments section. Every perspective enriches our understanding, and every voice contributes to a broader, more nuanced conversation. Remember, curiosity is the compass that leads us through the fascinating landscape of celebrity news and royal affairs. Your curiosity fuels this journey, and we're grateful to be your companions on this exploration. Thank you for watching Celebrity Scoop. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.